Yeah. Pop in, burning like this, ain't checking my wrist. Third is my shift. Rolling all night like flex, we look at the clips, these credits.
What's up, man? It's your boy, Reaction, man. I'm back here with another reaction for you, man. We got the boy 1090 Jake talking about the whole Cyrus Carmack Belton situation, the unfortunate situation, RP to that young man, and the guy Rick Chow getting acquitted for his murder. Let's see what 1090 Jake has to say about this, man. Let's get into the content.
Rick Chow, the gas station owner from South Carolina, chased a 14-year-old he thought stole bottles of water. He chased him 130 yards. To put that into perspective, from end zone to end zone on a football field, that is 100 yards. He chased him the length of a football field plus an additional 30 and shot this kid in the back, killing him. And he just got found not guilty.
Damn, I did that! Oh, y'all running like our black ass up. Oh, them dudes like team. Oh, hell no. Okay. I hope she got that. Okay. We still gonna burn the store down. Fuck! It's really, I'm sorry, man.
It's crazy seeing that. When I first seen that picture, I thought it was a Photoshop picture. I said, man, it can't be no way. But then I ended up sharing it on my Facebook myself, that picture, because that's crazy. They showed up to protect this man's establishment, and I seen a lot of racist comments in there too, saying that's what your people do, this is what y'all tear everything up. But what else you gonna do when justice wasn't served? There was no justice served for that young man. He was gunned down in the streets like a dog, man. This guy walks away. This guy's free. Get to go about his business, man, while a 14-year-old lost his life over water. Makes no sense, man.
It's not kids who understand. Oh, please! Provide this lady Uber. Okay. Damn, I did that!
This is video of the gas station following the verdict. Video from this morning shows the gas station formerly owned by Rick Chow surrounded by law enforcement following the not guilty verdict that has reignited public attention and community tensions. Chow was found not guilty Monday in the 2023 shooting death of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton outside his Columbia area convenience store. The increased police presence comes as emotions remain high in the aftermath of the closely watched case, which centered on whether Chow acted in defense of his son or unlawfully pursued and shot the teen following an alleged shoplifting incident. All of this over a $1 bottle of water the boy didn't even have. So this case specifically revolves around a false accusation of stealing. They thought he stole water from the store. He dips. The son apparently pursues him along with the father. They're saying the 14-year-old pulled a gun, aimed it at them, and the father shot him. But he shot him in the back. So if a gun is being, I'm not sure how that went down, but we're gonna be looking over everything before we come up with a conclusion. I
got on that's bullshit. They're trying to say that the kid turned around. They trying to say the kid slipped, fell, and he had a 9, and he picked up the gun and pointed it at him. Now, if he slipped and fell, he picked up his weapon and pointed it at you. How the hell did you shoot him in the back? How did you shoot him in the back? So you mean tell me he pointed at you, then put it down, and then turn around and keep running away from you, and then you shot him? Even if that was the case, that he pointed the gun at you and then he turned around to retreat and run away from you, he was still no longer a threat. He's still no longer a threat. And you let this guy walk out of court with this bullshit?
To whether this is just or if this man just got away with a 14-year-old's murder.
He did get away.
You want to make hundreds of dollars from your phone for free? Yeah, there's a bunch of new games you get paid to play on free cash where you can make a quick 10 or really lock in and make 500.
South Carolina convenience store owner is facing a murder charge for allegedly shooting a 14-year-old boy he accused of shoplifting. The boy was shot in the back as he ran away. Police did find a gun near the teen. And what we've learned tonight about that store owner before. Here's ABC's Steve Osunsami now.
This 14-year-old boy is dead, and tonight this gas station owner is accused of murdering him after police say he suspected the teenager was trying to steal from his store.
It looks like he might be a juvenile.
Okay, copy that, man.
58-year-old Rick Chow owns this Shell gas station in Columbia, South Carolina, that's now covered in graffiti from protesters. On Sunday, investigators say that 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton was at a cooler holding 4 bottles of water that police say he put right back down when the store owner accused him of stealing.
This location has had lots of incidents in the past, shoplifting incidents. He did not shoplift anything. We have no evidence that he stole anything whatsoever.
A struggle.
You got a cop saying he didn't shoplift anything. And hopefully 1090 shows the video. If you watch the video, the young man put all the water back into the cooler. He put all the water back into the cooler. Yeah, you telling me a guy, he puts it all back in the cooler, but he has a pistol on him? Yeah, I know.
In the store spilled out into the street, and as the teenager ran away, police say the store owner shot the child in the back. People are outraged near and far. Even the county coroner says she's heartbroken.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, I have a son who is that age.
Police underline that they did find a gun near the boy's body and that it belonged to the teenager. There's a stand your ground law in South Carolina, but authorities say it doesn't help the store owner in this case because the teenager was killed as he was running away. Investigators say that this same store owner has shot bullets at people in his store before. In one case where no one was hit, a second case that police ruled was self-defense, and then this one where he's charged with murder, where police say the child had a gun.
Mind you, one of those cases, there was a car driving away. There was another car driving away, again, retreating from the situation that he shot at, but still got away and was still self-defense. So this ain't his first rodeo. He shot another guy in the leg that stole from his store. He been wilding for a while out there, man. That boy been out there living his kung fu fighting dreams out there, man. It's crazy.
Now I'm gonna attempt to be as unbiased as possible in this video. I'm gonna pretend I am a juror on this case and I am going to give my opinion based off the information I am receiving. Now, from what I was able to chat GPT, the area of this gas station is diverse in a sense and generally lower income than Colombia as a whole. The population around this immediate area is 80 to 90% African American. Whites make up around 5 to 10%. Hispanic and Asian populations are relatively small, and the home values in that area range from 100,000 to 150,000.
Wow.
So this gas station is in the middle of the hood.
Yeah.
To put things into perspective.
That's in the hood. That's
you
the
are
hood.
in the middle of the hood.
That's where they always at,
keep
though.
things real. If we're not gonna bullshit and sugarcoat, which I don't do on this fucking channel, when you go to the hood, whether it's gas stations, you can go to a CVS, whatever. Depending on if they do it or not, a lot of these places have shit locked up. A lot of things, you go into a CVS, razors, anything that costs a little bit extra, it's all locked up. They will even specifically put things sold to a certain demographic locked up because those items get stolen the most. Gas stations, corner stores, a lot of them will have plexiglass where you can't even reach over the counter because it prevents robberies. This is like before coronavirus. A lot of places started doing it for coronavirus. Before that, you knew you were in the hood if you walked into a store and there's glass. You can't reach over the counter, none of that shit, right? Unfortunately, that's because of what happens in those neighborhoods. People steal, people rob. This is nothing new. This whole case reminds me of the LA riots and the case where the Korean guy shot, and you know, it's the same story being told, just in different places. Now, the sheriff in this case said,
it is in the hood. That is true, but I don't know. It's the hood, but it ain't just one person stealing. It's a demographic. It's not just one demographic of people stealing in the hood. The hood's a melting pot of everybody, man. So everybody's stealing, bro.
There is no evidence.
I mean,
this kid,
not everybody's stealing, but you know, every people in the different cultures there could be stealing, but not everybody's stealing, though. Of course not. I mean,
stole anything. That right there immediately makes me think this is a murder. The kid didn't even steal nothing. It was a false accusation. That is a fuck up on the store owner. You thought he stole something. And then you thought you were gonna take justice into your own hands by chasing this kid down, and then you shot him.
Yeah.
And not only that, to back this claim, there has been prior incidents of this store owner firing his weapon. In one situation, no one got hit. In another situation, they said it was self-defense. Unfortunately, this is what's gonna happen when you're in a low-income, high-crime area. You're gonna deal with instances.
And like I said, the one that nobody got hit was the car driving away. The other one that said self-defense is the one that he shot the guy in the leg.
Like this. And I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna go both ways. This kid, Cyrus, that got shot, he might not have been a bad kid, but because this store owner knows where he's at, is already on alert, and he's had violent instances before where he's had to fire his gun, he's already on 10.
I hear that. He could be on 10 all he wants, but that was Cyrus's first time in that store. They don't even have no record of him being in that store before then, ever. He's only 14 years old. He's a good kid, never in trouble like that. He took some water. I guess the lady caught him with the water, told him to put it back. He put all the water back while she was watching him. He shook all his stuff in front of them, showed him he didn't have nothing. Had his bag already put up because I told him to put the bag there at the beginning. So he put the bag up. Then he got his stuff. He got up out of there. She goes to the husband and the son, says something like, "Oh, he stole something," knowing damn well she just watched him put everything back. It's really her damn fault that young man lost his life because she put the battery in them dudes' backs to go out there. They go out there while he walking away and they chase him 130 yards. That is. I played football. That's a lot of running. That's a lot of running. You did the football field and then some more? 30 more yards? That's crazy. All that to go kill a young man, 14-year-old, over some water. Over some water that you pay $4 or $5 for that whole thing of water. And you selling it for $2 a bottle. Even if you selling it for $1 a bottle, it's 20-some bottles in there. Knock it off, man.
Because he knows how things get. And unfortunately, the actions of others will cause a 14-year-old like Cyrus to get judged and profiled the second he walks inside of that store. Now, people are also going to point out that...
Let's stop that shit, too. You could take this how you want it, YouTube streets. I don't give a daggone. I'm a black man. I grew up in where I grew up at. And Chinese people look at you automatically funny when you walk in their stores. They look at you automatically funny when you walk in them stores. And you could have been in there 1,000 times and bought something from them every time and never did nothing wrong. They still gonna watch you like a hawk. I moved out here to another place. I went to a liquor store out here, never been out here before. As soon as I walked in, I seen it was owned by Chinese people. Asians, whatever you want to call them. They call me blacks or whatever. So I said, okay. There's Asians behind the counter as soon as I walk in. I'm like, they gonna watch me like a hawk. I already knew it from the word go. I go in one aisle, the lady watching me. I go in another aisle, the lady come over there and watch me. Just like they did Cyrus. They watched me the whole time. I asked them a question, she said, I don't know. If you don't know why you working here, exactly what I said to her. And then also, if you don't know why you watching me, go look at something else. Told her that too. Because I ain't here to steal nothing. I'm too big to be stealing, so what you watching me for? I bought what I bought, and I walked out of there. I never walked in there again. They've been doing this for a long time. I did something similar back home. I was shopping somewhere, and I just stopped shopping there. Because this is how they treat you. This is how they treat you. This is how they treat you when you're black, bro.
Cyrus had a gun on him at only 14 years old. That is a mistake on his part. And a lesson he'll never learn, because in this situation, his life was lost. This is a lesson that y'all are going to be able to take in. If you have a fucking gun, it doesn't matter if it's legal or not, if you're old enough to have it or not. If you have a gun, the second that weapon is introduced to a situation, it can cost you your life. And in this case, the owner of the store is saying he fired because the kid pulled out that gun.
I don't believe that. All right, man, look here, folks, man, I'm gonna wrap it up right there, man. Just my whole take on the situation with the whole Cyrus and this Rick Chow dude is, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Cyrus should definitely not have lost his life. Should still be here with us. And it's just messed up that he got chased out of a store and gunned down like a dog on the street for a bottle of water. And for a bottle of water that he put back on top of that. You gotta figure, man, these guys they buying the water for what? $5 a bottle, $5 a case, $4 a case, $5 a case, whatever it is. They selling the water for $2 a piece. You know what I'm saying? You got 20-something waters in there. Even if you're selling it for $1. Like, yo, come on, man. You had to come. You had to go get that young man for that. And then you're going to go in there, chase him for stealing, and then leave people in your store unattended. That made a lot of sense to y'all. And now y'all let this guy get off on a third time. He got off 2 times before. One time one time I guess or whatever, he hit the dude in the leg. The other time he shot at more people running away from him. So he's did it twice now with people running away from him. So he thinks he's okay. He can do what he want to do. And that's not right. It's just not right that Cyrus is not here, no longer here, can no longer hug his mom, give his mom a kiss, tell his mom he love her. You know what I'm saying? He can't go to the prom. He ain't gonna have no kids. He can't graduate college or trade school, whatever he decides to do. Or, you know, he can't do any of that. Y'all stripped him and his mother of all those memories. And then now she had a horrific memory of her being inside the courtroom and watching her son's killer walk out free. Across from the lady that set him up and got him killed. The wife. Man, yo, it's a cold world out here in America. It's a cold, cold world out here in America, especially when you're a black person. It's an even colder world. Much as y'all don't want to admit it out there and tell us that we should let things go. But yeah, you can't let it go because it ain't never going nowhere. And this just proved it right here. This case just proved it again, that our lives don't mean nothing. Nothing to these people, man. They'll take everything away from us just like that. This old head reacts, man. Reacting with another one. Y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to me. I talk back in the comment section. Let's have a conversation, man. Have a good night, man. Peace.
Yeah. Pop in, burning like this, ain't checking my wrist. Third is my shift. Rolling all night like flex, we look at the clips, these credits.